Hello everyone, it's Brightmaster here, and today I have an Atlantis set to review. This is the 8061 Gateway of the Squid set from 2010. This set comes with 354 pieces, was rated for ages 7 to 14, and cost you $40 back when it was in stores. Now this is a really nice set, has a great, especially the main feature, it's great. Comes with some really nice minifigures, and is a very good set in my opinion, and like all the other Atlantis sets that I have besides the Seabed Scavenger, I did get this set back when it was in stores, and I recall opening it and being very excited. So, yeah. Let's look at the instructions to be the first part of the review. Okay, so here are the two instruction booklets that come in the set. The first one has a total of 48 pages including the back, and the second one has a total of 56 including the back, so a lot of steps of building, although it does have quite a bit of advertising in it as well, such as showing you all the sets that come out in the first wave of Atlantis back in 2010, some features of the set. Yeah, just a lot of advertising in this, as you can see. Of course, here it shows you the list of parts, which is great because a lot of the older sets don't have that, and of course you can fill out the form to get the Lego magazine. And here it shows you a map of the quest for the keys of Atlantis if you go on lego.com, and unfortunately that's probably not there anymore, but yeah, now that I think about it, maybe I should have gone on there and checked that out. But anyway, let's look at the really nice minifigures. Alright, so here are the three minifigures that come in the set, and just like I say every time I do an Atlantis review, these minifigures are really, really nice. So you can see this first minifigure right here is of course a scuba diver, and he has of course his gun right here, and he has the squid key, which is one of the many keys that they're trying to find, which unlock the portal of Atlantis, and in this case the gateway of the squid, so they can go ahead and try to find the city of Atlantis, which you'll find the next year in 2011. But I really like it. A lot of light shines through, and it's a really nice molded piece, and yeah, it's really nice. And of course, this is what the scuba diver looks like without his helmet. And of course, you can see his tubes for oxygen, and some really nice printing and some flippers. And he also has an alternate face, which is probably when he is seeing this creature for the first time. Here's another scuba diver. It's a female one this time. And I do think it's again a nice minifigure. It's basically the same as the last one, except of course the face is different. Of course she has the same gun. I think it's a harpoon gun. And if you turn her around, or her head around, you can see she has a very angry looking face. Who knows, that thing might be trying to stab her with his trident. But anyway, now we'll look at this minifigure, and this is probably the coolest Atlantis creature minifigure, in my opinion. It's the most alien looking. It is definitely some sort of humanoid squid creature thing, and it's probably the most terrifying of all Lego minifigures, or one of the most in my opinion. And just if you take off his head, which is sort of hard to do actually, if I can't do it, I'll give up. But yeah, it's just it doesn't want to do it. But I heard that these pieces here are actually quite fragile, so because of the plastic that they used in another review, so I'm not going to try to do much to it. But yeah, it's a pretty intimidating looking minifigure, and he's armed with a trident, and that's a pretty deadly weapon. So overall, I think the minifigures are great. I think that there's nothing bad about them, and I don't even really think Lego could improve in them at all. And yeah, these are great. So now we'll look at these squids. Alright, so here's the smaller squid. You can see that it's white, and of course you can move its tentacles so it can swim in the water. And yeah, I really think it looks nice. It uses the Astro Droid body piece to be the head, and you can see it has some pretty nice looking eyes. And of course that's where the mouth would be. You can see this is what the top looks like. So overall I think it's a nice looking creature, and you can also stick it to the gateway of the squid building itself, and it can actually act as a cage, and I'll show you that later. But overall I think this is a pretty good build. However, that small squid could not even compare closely to this colossal monster of a squid that this thing is. And this is amazing. Look, it has these really nice tentacle pieces which have the suction cups. And here, of course, are some smaller tentacles. And if you see here, this is where the mouth would be, and it can turn. And I think that's really neat. And of course, like many of these creatures from Atlantis, it has these nice sticker pieces that have all these symbols on it. It looks like a key is here on the top of its head, or a key symbol. And this is the same sort of design that's on the monster crab that I reviewed before. And to turn the mouth, all you do is turn this piece right here. And I think it's a pretty nice thing, nice feature. It doesn't look too bad. It looks quite good, actually. And here you can see the eyes that are right here, and of course they're red. Always the evil things have red eyes. But anyway, no, I really do like this setup. Oh, this build a lot. It looks really good. And you can see it swimming along and attacking the divers, and yeah, it's probably the best squid I've ever seen, really. So now we'll look at the building. Okay, so here's the gateway of the squid building itself, and like I said, you can actually attach the smaller squid right here, and it can actually be used as a cage. So I'm going to go ahead and get one of my divers to put inside, and I haven't done this in years, probably messed around with this feature, but yeah, it's what it looks like there. And you can see that the diver is of course captured in here, and of course you can pull the diver out once you want to free them. And overall I think it looks really nice here. And of course here at the top you can see there's this other section where you can attach the larger squid, and you just set him on like that, and again, looks really nice. So now we'll start here at the bottom of the gateway of the squid build, and you can see it there are these steps that go here to this little platform, and there's this unusual rock piece, and this is really a mechanism to open these doors, and it's pretty nice because what you can do is you can get the key and set it inside. Here you have to align it correctly, and what you do is you can turn it to the left and the gates will open. And I think that's a really neat idea. Of course, I really like the piece and the whole mechanism inside. It does use some rubber bands, but the good thing is that these rubber bands don't really stretch too much, so they're probably not going to wear out as quickly as many other things. And of course, if you now turn it to the right, the gates will close. And what's also really interesting is if you take the key out and you turn this, nothing will happen. So that's a really neat idea, that you need to find the key in order to open the gate. So I'll open the gate again so you can see what else is here in this build. And of course here there's another platform, and you can have your minifigures here discussing what they found, looking for some readings of who knows. And up here there's some more stairs that lead up to this treasure chest, and I'll take this treasure chest off just to show you what's inside. And it's just your standard treasure chest piece, and by opening it you can see there's some jewels inside. There's a ruby, an emerald, a sapphire, and a diamond, so that's pretty neat. And that is supposed to get the minifigures to want to take it, but there's actually a trap where if you turn a piece back here and you turn it hard enough, this will flip back, and ideally your minifigure will fall into this pit here. It's a very shallow pit, but nonetheless a pit. And that's what it looks like here at the side, so yeah, it's pretty unfortunate if your minifigure gets caught in there, and who knows, it might get attacked by this creature. But anyway, yeah, you can close it up, and there you go. I think it looks great. And I love the architecture on this thing. I like how it looks very, very exotic, I guess. And it looks great with the squid on there. The squid doesn't take too much attention away from the actual building, which is great. And the building doesn't take too much attention away from the squid. And that's basically it for this build. And now I'll give my final thoughts on this set. Alright, so before I give my overall thoughts on the set, I forgot to mention to you that there is a piece missing right here, and I've had this set for a long time, and one of the pieces must have knocked off and gotten misplaced, but anyway, this is a great set. It's one of the best of Atlantis, and if you're definitely one of the fans of the buildings that come in this series, I really would recommend this, and this is a good set to get into Atlantis because it's not that big, and it's definitely not small at all. It's a pretty larger end of mid-sized sets, and Atlantis really hasn't appreciated that much at all. It's very little compared to sets like Power Miners and things like that. And personally, I think I do like Atlantis a bit more than Power Miners. Power Miners is great too, but yeah, Atlantis I think is a bit better. But I would highly recommend this set. I would pay maybe up to $60 at the most, but if you want to get it new, but you should probably find some pretty good deals on this. I would, if you find it for 40 or 30 or less, go for it, because who knows, someone might take it. But anyway, I would really recommend this set. Stick around for more Atlantis reviews, because I still have quite a few to show you. And that's basically it for this video, so I'll see you all later. Bye.